Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to Starbound 1.4. We are hunting down Azra Nox today. So let's get her done. So you found her. You found Azra. Yes, I have. And I promise I'll be gentle. Is that the legendary S for Bright on your communication line, partner? Ma'am, it is an honor to meet you. What about me? I'm like the guy who literally saved the universe. The pleasure is all mine, dear. I mean, I've been working with him this whole time, so I assume he's got over his fanboy crush on me. But, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, let's, yeah, just melt through there soft and, I'm interested in how easy this mission might end up being. You know, if... Oh, wait. I think I can capture those, can I? So I should totally try. Listen, dog. Oh, it's a pup thing. Steal your pup. Man, they can barely damage me. Why was I so sure I couldn't capture other people's Pokemon? Because I was clearly wrong about that. Oh well, that's life. We can be wrong about things. And you know what? I gotta keep in mind some of this design stuff here. So I can, like, totally rip it off later in my own builds. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Alright. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, that's probably enough. Alright, now be very careful because we do not have... There we go. We don't have a rocket spear, so it's gonna be kind of difficult. Pretty sure the tripod has a figurine as well. I can't think of why it wouldn't. Let's make sure we grab a second one. There we go. Good times, good times. Beautiful. Alright, friendos, get wrecked. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are, at this point in time, invincible. I mean, at least compared to when we did this in vanilla in the beta branch. I mean, oh, why did I kill that in one shot? I could probably capture those too. I mean, are you a Pokemon that I can capture? Yeah. I did not catch anything. Alright. Good job. Masterfully done. Just examine everything. Make sure we're not missing any cool examinables or something. Beautiful. Look at that. Good stuff. Let's see your mighty fine hacking skills, partner. Yeah, I don't remember this being here on our last visit. So... yeah, some stuff definitely got improved and fancified a little. Yeah, I'll go ahead and eat that too. Why not? Amused? Perhaps I eat bad apples? Oh, my wettism. You know, that's not his voice. That's not his voice. It takes me a while to get into the Baron's voice because it's like really, really hard on my throat. Oh, I'm actually full. Let me see if I can do that. What was it? Amused. Perhaps I eat bad apples. Oh, my wit is impeccable. And then just a bunch of D's. So I don't think that was my best iteration of my doing of the Baron's voice, but, you know, it is what it is. I like it. Because it, to me, seems kind of silly and whimsical, much like the Baron himself. I'm coming for you, man. At some point, in the not-too-distant future, As I shout over the sound of my burning bullets, I am coming for you. Alright. Good times. I kind of wonder where a doomsday cult like the Acasis actually got. Like, where did they get the funds to get this massive capital ship? Now that's something I...
Impressed. Despite their deeds, these loathsome cultists at least know how to keep a privy chamber spotless.
I don't know why I continue to insist to do that voice, but... Again, I like it. It amuses me, so I do it. And if it amuses at least one person besides me, then, you know, we're good. Anyway, where were we before I got caught up in all that? I've lost my train of thought, so maybe that wasn't worth it. Oh, right. We were talking about where, like, this interstellar terrorist organization got the funds for this badass ship. I mean, I don't think it's explained anywhere, but I'm just gonna headcanon it that this is like, you know, surplus USCM after they were dissolved as a result of. In fact, I'm gonna just headcanon it. Oh, it's you. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to the dialogue. Sorry about that. Anyway, where were we going with this? Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me with, the USCM being like a bunch of ruthless capitalists and also like some kind of paramilitary organization. It wouldn't terribly surprise me if a lot of former USCM, especially if they knew and understood that it was the Apex and, well, the Mini-Nog specifically, who had resulted in their destruction. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if a bunch of former... Whoop, accidentally clicked off screen there. That's not good. Now I'm on... What am I on my other screen? Some kind of news YouTube channel? Why is it... What? I did... Alright, I mean, I'm not going to question it. Well, I am questioning it. Just apparently randomly clicked on... What do we got here? I mean, it's not at all related to what we're doing, so we'll just ignore that. I had a bunch of educational video stuff bookmarked for, yeah, teaching myself some programming stuff. Well, specifically because there's some stuff I want to do with my own game dev hobby here. Ow. Hey, listen. Budget. Okay, so these things are not in any way capturable. That is good to know. Anyway. Yeah. So for me, I find one way to learn these things is you figure out what other people have done to solve similar problems to this, you know, the one you're working on. And then you ask yourself, okay, well, we've got this. We've got this thing that does this, and that thing that does that. Now, how do we kind of work this stuff together to create what we're actually looking for? If that makes any sense. All right. This is literally the first time this character has found dye. Interesting. Oh, Azra, when will your obsession with the rune end? Probably never. But, you know. Well, it's not my fault. I didn't kill those civilians. I mean, I guess I did, but, they literally died by their own hand. Let's have a read of this. Just in case anything's been changed or updated since we last looked at it. Upon the request of Azra Nox herself, the Acasis research team on board the Dantalion have begun an investigation into the nature of the life form or life forms associated with the now deceased entity more commonly referred to as the Ruin. The entity was unfortunately destroyed by an individual referred to as the Protector, much to the chagrin of Lady Nox. Nox has explained how the Protector opened some sort of wormhole to the pocket dimension where the core of the entity resided, where she pursued them. Our most cognizant lady was wise enough to take some samples of the smaller life forms that dwelled on the surface of the entity's planetoid form during her visit. Nox believes that the remaining organic samples left over from the entity's destruction might give the Acasis some insight into its powers, and how they may be harnessed. Analysis. The findings from these specimens has continued to be fascinating. They do not act as independent organisms. Their synapses are more akin to wireless radios, broadcasting sensory information across space and dimensions. We believe they are remote limbs used to observe and report back to a central organism, no doubt the ruin. Solving the ruin's talents for cross-dimensional transportation could be incredibly valuable to the Acasis. We are all aware of the ruin's ability to travel across dimensions as it attempted to leave its pocket dimension, resulting in the unfortunate but unsympathetic destruction of Earth. And harnessing this could result in new horizons for our cause. You know, if there is like a full quote-unquote Season 2 of Starbound storyline, it's totally going to be a bunch of leftover Acasis members trying to create their own version of the ruin. I'm totally calling it now. That's 100% what's going to happen. For sure. Probably, maybe, possibly. It could happen. But, you know, we will see with these things, I guess. And yeah, we're backtracking over here, aren't we? Yeah. Anyway, I mean, there's a lot that could be done with Starbound's, like, the lore of its universe. Which is the nice thing. And even if Chucklefish never really decides to capitalize that on themselves with updates or, I don't know, a sequel or something to Starbound or anything, that's what mods are for. Yeah, anyway. What else is going on here? And I like the design of this place, though. I really gotta, like, try and keep some of this in mind. And see bits and pieces of it I might want to try and work into my own design. Like, I love this window. Very Death Star-y. For some reason. I mean, I guess this sort of window is not exactly like a, you know, a Star Wars specific design. But it makes me think of Star Wars. Then again, I guess it's really not surprising, seeing as Star Wars is like one of, like, the biggest and most enduring things. That's real descriptive, Gaslight. But yeah, you know, it's a big part of what defines modern sci-fi. And thus, it should not be a surprise that, you know, whether intentional or not, a lot of stuff can remind one of, remind one of it. But before we go forward, let us race back over this way, as if memory does not escape. Ah, they never went back and filled in this hole. Chucklefish, you fools! Such a small thing, too. But GamingByGaslight noticed it. And for that sin, a price must be paid. What that price is, meh. But yeah. Anyway, in all seriousness, though, it's not that big a deal. You know, aside from the fact that it means that technically that room should be, you know, escaping everything to the void of space, or whatever words I'm trying to say here. This chandelier is made of wrought iron. Looks impressive. I mean, it's not really a chandelier, but I guess you could be forgiven for not noticing that given the stuff you got on your head right now. There we go. A little bit more lore to read. Let's see. The Acasis research team on board the Dantalion have been tasked by the most judicious Lady Nox to investigate the curious stone relics and doorways often found across almost every known star system. For ease of terminology, the architects of these ancient relics are given the imaginative name of the Ancients. Upon a recent assignment to investigate one of these doorways, Acasis field agents found themselves in a location they described as outside of time and space, wherein they recovered the partial remains of what appears to be a stone automaton. I mean, actually reading this, it occurs to me, it could literally be headcanon that the Acasis happened to show up after we ourselves had destroyed one of these Guardians, and then they just kind of grabbed the loot. The research team have many questions about how these bygone cultures were able to craft technology that is inexplicably able to open dimensional gates, a feat no current known civilization has quite achieved. Analysis. The research team are unfortunately unable to make any further progress with determining the technological nature of the ancient doorways. One inquisitive researcher has theorized that the ancients themselves were not organic beings, judging by trace metallic samples left on the doorway's carvings. I mean, that could just be the tools themselves, but, you know. I won't, I don't have a better theory, so I won't, you know, crap all over theirs. The automaton, however, has yielded more promising results. The liquid core within its volatile and potent source, or within it, is a volatile and potent source of energy, or energy source. And the automaton's remaining hand has been, or has proven to have has been proven to have ballistic qualities. I cannot read. The liquid core can be used as a power source and also be emitted in a searing energy form, a discovery made at the inconvenient expense of one of our engineers. Oy. Conclusion. Lady Nox has become very interested as of late in the use of ancient tech to create weaponry, and thus has tasked the research team with the application of the automaton's power and weapon systems to some engine blueprints of her own design. Whilst the research team are not entirely sure what Lady Nox has planned, we are always happy to assist our most precipient leader. Man, what a bunch of bootlickers, huh? But then again, I guess that's only to be expected from a cult, so, you know, I won't judge them too harshly for behaving like a cult when they are a cult. Don't like the look of any of this, partner. That's fine, Noble. I've dealt with worse. You know, like the eldritch abomination that is the Ruin. I mean, honestly, after dealing with a galaxy or a universe-spanning, ancient, millennia-old eldritch abomination, it's pretty hard to raise the stakes much higher than that. You know? Which... I mean, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, necessarily. I mean, narratively, there isn't really anything wrong with going from, like, a super high-stakes situation to a... There's no power, is there? To a more low-stakes thing. I mean, narratively, we don't always need, like, ever-increasing stakes. I don't even know what I just killed, but it is dead now. It was a monster of some kind, and possibly one I could have captured, so I feel a little bad about not capturing it. I think that leads us towards the end. So let's backtrack a little bit here, just to make sure that we have not missed anything. Actually, is that not supposed to go anywhere? Maybe not. It also occurs to me I could totally be just walking with my mech through this whole thing. And I kind of feel silly for not doing that now, actually. Because that would just be cool. I also suppose I don't really need to be killing every single monster here, but there's no reason not to kill every single monster when we've got ridiculously powerful guns, so let's go for it. Alright, bring it on, beastie. Come on. I know you want to. Aha, I knew it. You thought you were clever. But you're not as clever as me. Oh boy. How many of these things am I gonna have to kill? That's the real question. Nope, not yet. Okay. What's, oh, here we go. I was gonna say, what's the holdup here? There's no visual indicators anywhere, is there, of how long it will take before that opens? Doesn't look like it. Don't keep me waiting, Protector. I think this is it, dear. I hope you're ready. The excessive laugh thing was me trying to get into character here. I knew you'd come. We have unfinished business after all. What do I have left to fight for?
My quest failed. My ideology was weak. And yet I'm too ashamed to give myself up. And I'm too stubborn to die. Mustache twirl. So, care for one last dance, Protector?
I thought you would never ask, Azra. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's, God, this is good boss fight music. Yeah, Azra, get wrecked, Sonny Jib. Oh, and there goes my gravity. Oh boy. Haha! Oh, you are melting. Deliciously melting. Oh dear. Get wrecked! Get wrecked! Oh dear. Kind of running out of energy, it seems, though. That's mildly problematic. But I don't think walking into these things is actually hurting me, so that's fine. Oh, Azra, you and your giant meat sponge, yeah, are nothing compared to me. Well, I mean, you are, but man, that's a cool sword. Oh, I'm not moving fast enough, though. I am also taking far more damage than I would like. Oh lord, it's just noise. You know what? Actually, I've got to be honest with you as well. I gotta turn off the sound effects. Actually, can I turn them on ever so slightly? There we go. I want to make sure that we can hear the music over over this. All right. Okay, quick, while we have a chance, let's, wait, no, this isn't it.
Yeah, in a way, I admire what you have, Protector.
I thought there was a never phase to this.
All these years, driven by vengeance, surrounded by hateful people, I've lived a lonely life. Tell us for that I'm sorry.
Ah, shucks, Azra. You can join our cult if you want. It's a much nicer cult, I promise. You took out Azra Nox. Excellent work, partner. Universe is just a little bit safer now. Come by the Peacekeeper office next time you're on the outpost to collect your rewards. Wait, on the outpost? There's an office at the outpost now? Oh, there's also an actual exit now. Nice. And I don't need that door. Never capture pod. And what's this? The Soulless Katana Mech. Oh, baby. A powerful mech weapon made for Azra Nox's Swan Song mech. You know what? It also occurs to me. I'm pretty sure there's an action figure for the Swan Song that we did not get. So, guess we'll have to do this mission again. I think it's a 5% chance to drop, so yeah. The universe. Aw. That's unique, isn't it? The universe still awaits you. I'm not sure whether I should feel like that's like supposed to signify that we're never seeing any more official Chucklefish developed content for Starbound after this, or if yeah, that's a hint of still big things to come in the future. Who knows? I do not. I do not know one way or the other. You know what? I'm actually gonna maybe bump up my audio a little bit more. Ever so slightly. Just a teensy bit. Because now, after the ear-popping, yeah, noise of my Gatling guns, things just seem kind of quiet, don't they? Also, if we go to our quick bar and... Oh, I can't access my mech from here. Well, that's alright. Let's dive on down. Anyway, a fitting wrapping up of remaining loose ends, I suppose. But who knows what else is out there in the universe waiting for us? And the answer is a whole lot, I'd wager. Yeah, that's pretty good. This, not so much. You know what? I'm actually gonna just straight up no, wait, don't recycle that. I might need it to make an even better weapon later. And we can probably take off our occult disguise for now. Alright. Hello there, friendo. And I guess we can turn in our bounty. That would... Yeah, we would get a reward for that. There we go. Ooh, a cutscene. We've locked Nox away somewhere where she ain't gonna cause any trouble from now on. Case closed, partner. Ooh, even 3 layers of doors. You know, she didn't speak much when we brought her in. Hey, what's with the centipede guy in the corner there? But the look in her eyes said she has a lot to repent for. Is this a hint that maybe there will be a chance for redemption? I mean, there comes Azra. Or Esfer. Maybe now Esfer will be able to work with Azra to get her out of that that life of hate. With their boss out of the picture, those punks had lost the wind in their sails. If you want to bust more gangs, head on over to the new station I'm assigning you to. Wait, another station? Is it just going to be like one like this? Every time we take out a gang, do we go to a new station, or is this the last one? I mean, I guess we might as well find out. Alright, you know what, I was speculating there for a moment that, oh, this is probably like the end of Starbound forever. But it does kind of seem there with that cutscene that maybe there's still more stories to be had here. I mean, Esper is going to... You know what, that actually kind of... This is going to be silly, but it kind of makes me think just a little bit of, like, the X-Men films, just a tad bit there. You know, with, like, a Charles Xavier at the end of... It was at X1, right? He went to go visit Magneto, and then, of course, in X2 we had, you know, the whole... Well, anyone who's seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I won't spoil it, even though it's like a... It's over 10 years old now, these movies. So, if you wanted to see them, you probably saw them. Unless you're a younger viewer, in which case maybe you just haven't had a chance to see them yet. Anyway, yeah. Stuff is happening, basically. Oh yeah, this is literally just a different station of, like, the same general type. So is that how this is gonna work then, is it? Interesting. Alright. Okay, so we've got some interesting characters here, but I don't think we're gonna do any more bounties for a while. We're gonna probably switch things up, maybe do some other missions, maybe do some buildy type stuff. We will see. But for now, that is gonna do it, so until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below. And oh my god, this actually is open to the void of space as well. Chucklefish, what have you done? Anyway, and I'll see you all in the next video.